Hello everyone, welcome back to our rapid prototyping class. Today we're going to be looking into our Loft tool. So this will be our part 1. So first object, we're going to go on to our top plane and I'm going to create a new sketch. Once you're sketching on your top plane, our next step is to grab a rectangular shape corner to corner. And really important, I want to make sure that I'm going to snap to the origin. As usual in SOLIDWORKS, we want to have our sketch fully defined, so I'm going to add 2 dimensions. I'm going to add 5 inches on X, 2.5 inches on Y. Now we got our first sketch done. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And in order to get my Loft tool to work, I'm going to need a second sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new plane floating on top of this one. And one of the easiest ways that I found is to go and highlight the plane that is parallel to the one that you need. In our case, it's our top plane. Then go to Reference Geometry, Plane. I'm going to type the distance. The distance tool is right here, and I'm going to say 3 inches away from the original plane. I'm going to hit OK, and now we have a new plane 3 inches away from the original. So now I can move to my second step, which is sketching on your plane number 1. I found it really hard to sketch from perspective, so I'm going to hit spacebar and hit the normal 2 option. Same tool, rectangular shape from the corner. We're going to snap to the same point, which is the origin. But this time around, I'm going to change the dimension to 4 inches on X and 2 inches on Y. I'm going to hit OK. And now I got all the basic elements that I need to create my first loft part. So the loft tool's right here, it's right below the sweeping tool. I'm going to click on it. And if we pay attention to the blue box, Loft is asking us for, please give me 2 profiles. So we already have them. So really important, I'm going to snap to the origin part, which is right here. Sketch number 1, same point on sketch number 2. And if you have show preview, you're going to see the solid that you're going to get. Hit OK. And now I got my first solid. So this will be our very first basic lofted part. And there are a few things to keep in mind. So if I go back to Loft and edit the feature, you're going to see this new element that we haven't seen before when we were sweeping, revolving, or extruding. And this is what I call a connector. So the connector is the way that I can direct SOLIDWORKS to link these 2 sketches together. So as you can see here with the green dots, and linking this corner to this corner. But if I move that point to someplace else, Loft will still work, but you're going to get a very different shape. So with lofting, be cautious because lofting will give you sometimes very unusual shapes. So I'll try to stick with the same points for the most part. But here I want to show you that you have flexibility in terms of directing SOLIDWORKS where do you want to make that connection. And in some cases, if we're not careful, the sketch will just disappear. That means the solid's twisting so much that it's self-intersecting. So SOLIDWORKS is not finding a valid solution. So what I'm going to do is go back to where we were. There we go, to our basic element. And hit OK. And this completes our first lofted exercise, which is lofting 2 sketches. Thank you.